forgot to do an intro to this video. However, as y'all can clearly see by the title, this is a wig install tutorial video. This is like my second, well, technically my second wig install. I've done a closure install. I can show y'all a picture of that. Boop. But this is my second wig install, and it went really great. It's looking a hot mess right now. The wig is from Amazon. It's a 13 by 6 wet and wavy, I believe. I'm probably put the link in the description down below. It was only like $160 some on sale. It's probably not on sale anymore, but it's a 13 by 6 26-inch wet and wavy wig. So note that information as you please. And it was only like $160, so I got a really good deal at the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, hey y'all, so this is the makeup that I will be using to set my powder for my ball cap. As y'all can already see, I already put my ball cap on, and I did the whole method thing, and this is the best my ball cap looked. So now I'm just lightly going in and putting some whatever that is onto my ball cap so that it can look like my skin tone. Now, this was a little too light, so I'm sitting here looking real ugly. But this was a little too light, and I definitely should have went in with a darker shade for my ball cap. So this is me showing y'all me going in with my second set of foundation to add to the ball cap, because I felt like the other one was like too orange, and you don't want it to have like an orangish tone to it in a sense. But I kind of went in with this one because it was a wee bit darker, and I felt like it was gonna make it blend a little better. This process takes a really long time, and it was blowing me, so we're just gonna go into the next best thing. Okay, so as y'all can see, it was a little too light, which is why I said that I'm gonna next time do something a little more darker than what I was doing, because I didn't like the fact that I was really light. So next time I'm going with a darker thing, and I'm listening to This Way by Queen Key. Okay, so now I'm just going in with some alcohol to prep my ball cap to remove, well, to prep for my wig, to remove any excess glue that I have on my forehead. I just look real ugly and stink. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so now I'm just taking some alcohol to remove any excess glue that I have around my ball cap, and any like dirt, I guess, I don't know. But it's just to remove anything extra that's on my forehead that we don't want on there. Okay, y'all, so now we're going in with the glue, and I did 3 layers, which I think I'm gonna eventually like show y'all that I did 3. But I used the ebbing glue, and this was my first time ever using the ebbing glue, and I really liked it. Because I think I was using Kiss Boho, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I was using Kiss Almighty Bond dual tip applicator, and I really did not like that. I would not recommend it. I didn't like it, and it really didn't hold my wigs down. But I was trying to use the dot method to do like one dot, like one of them close to my forehead, and one kind of like half on the wig cap and half on, like, yeah. But a lot of glue was coming out, and it just was, yeah, all bad. But I did use 3 layers, so that my wig can stay down. And I've had this wig on for about 2 weeks, and it no, it's been more than 2 weeks, I think. I don't know, y'all. I gotta check. It might have been, this might be the 2nd week, but I've had it on for a good amount of time. And so yeah, this is my 2nd week of having it. So I had it on for a good amount of time, and it just started slipping up, and I'm not going to be reinstalling it because it's going to be getting taken out. So then I just, at this point, I'm smoothing it out. I'm smoothing the glue so that it's all the same consistency around my edges, because you don't want too much and then not the same amount. So you want to have the same amount all across the board. So this is me smoothing out my glue. And so basically I'm gonna do this a whole bunch of times. So this is me going in with the blow dryer to dry the glue, and this is me going in with my second layer because I did at first I was gonna do 2 layers because I was like, oh, it's not gonna be in that long, but then I was like, no, let's go ahead and do the third layer because why not? And so that third layer really can like really, I guess, make or break, but it definitely helped because the third layer was very much something. So I definitely say if you're really trying to keep this wig on for like a good amount of time, definitely do 3 layers of glue. And then I used cold heat. I'm went between cold and hot, to be very honest. Like I would do cold for a little bit, then I do hot, then I do cold for a little bit. So it really just depends on what you like throughout the whole experience. Okay, y'all, so this is the wig. This is a 13 by 6 wig that I'm showing y'all, and this is me taking the same powder that I used on my bald cap to place on my wig so that the things match. So the description of this is that it is a 13 by 6 HD transparent deep wave lace front wig, black Brazilian virgin lace frontal. I got it in a 26-inch, and at the time it was like 160. The 26-inch now is about 170. So I kind of saved some money. Okay, y'all. So now we're back with the wig. And so at this point, we're finna get into the install for real, for real. Even though the first part was definitely the foundation of the wig, now we're getting into like actually like putting it on for real. We gotta put that on. So right now, I'm pushing the hair back so that once I decide I want to actually lay it down with the glue, it's not in my way. And I think eventually I'm gonna tie it up, but it's just me pushing the hair back so that it's out of my way, and so that I can double check and make sure I actually like how my plucking is and the parting, and just making sure that everything is back, so nothing's coming forward and getting in my way for when I decide I want to actually lay it down. So now this is where I'm deciding and mapping out where I want to actually put the lace. So yeah, like I said, I'm just mapping out where I want to place my wig so that once I cut it, all the measurements are good. I underestimated how hard it is to cut around the ears by yourself. I definitely will next time have somebody else do that for me, because cutting around my ears, one, I was scared to cut my ears, and two, it just was like a lot. So yeah, so now this is to the point where I'm definitely like, okay, this is where I want to place my wig, and I'm just pushing the hair back and the lace down onto the glue with my rat tail comb so that it'll lay down. Okay, so now here I am with the hair clipped up, and then this is basically me cutting around my ears. And y'all, this was like scaring me low key. I was scaring for my life. And then I cut too much, and it was all bad. But it wasn't bad, but it was a lot that I had cut off. So this just me cutting around my ears. I don't know, I think y'all are gonna be able to tell, but yeah, see, I didn't cut enough right there, and I think I kind of realized that, and then I cut some more. But I'm gonna definitely have somebody else cut around my ears for me, because that was a tedious task, and I was fearing for my ears' life and for my life because I did not want to cut myself. But at that point, now I'm just cutting around my ears, and then that whole strip came out. I was sad. Okay, so now I am placing my edge band around my edges so that I can get a nice little belt, and so that once I actually decide, like, once to let the glue really like sit on my wig because we wanted to sit. I think I was really like struggling to put this on, which I really don't understand why. But yeah, so I was just basically trying to get the band to sit down on my wig. And so as y'all can see, here's me struggling to put that thing on. Okay, so now I'm going in with some more powder on the edge of the lace to kind of make it blend a little better with the lace because I wanted everything to match up. Um, One thing I will say that I learned is that I'm gonna have some excess lace because I be thinking that I need to cut it a little close, but I definitely can leave some space for some lace. Quarter of the day, leave some space for some lace because you're gonna need it, especially to do some edges so that they don't look too bulky and too like on the edge, if that makes sense. Okay, y'all. So now we're at the point where I'm cutting off all the excess lace and getting ready to style it. So how I do it is I cut it into 3 sections, and then I take those 3 sections and I go in kind of a zigzag. I don't do a straight line because I feel like if you go straight across, you're gonna look like you got a lace on. And with the some people get the little scissors that got zigzags, but I would say don't go in a straight line because it's not gonna make your lace look good. So as you can see, I'm kind of going up and down when I cut. Okay, y'all. So here is me cutting the last section of my lace. And as y'all can see, if y'all look kind of closely, I am definitely going in that zigzag type of pattern to make sure that I'm not making it go in a straight line for my lace. Now, as y'all can see, okay, y'all, so now I'm going in with some spritz to really like make my lace melt. This is what a lot of people go in like with the got to be or the Ebon spray or spritz. I chose spritz because I thought that would work best. However, I think next time I'm going with the Ebon. But as y'all can see, I'm just spraying it on my finger, and as I sit here and I spray it on my finger, it's like kind of making it melt. So, y'all see that? Y'all see how it's not? Yeah, yeah. I know y'all see how my wig is like really like looking blended. Okay. Okay, y'all. So now this is me putting my wig band down so that I can really like get my lace to really melt and give that natural look. Cause after I did the spritz, which like I told y'all in the previously, I'm not gonna use spritz again. I'm gonna probably use Ebon because Ebon really like be melting stuff for real. So then I'm just tying my wig down, and girl, I tied this tight. Like you want to tie it tight so you can really get that melt for real, cause you want it to really melt. Okay, y'all. So then after I've laid my band down to melt it, I just went in with my blow dryer doing my cool and my hot method, and to continue laying it. I know y'all see that lace. I know y'all see that lace. It's giving scalp. It's giving scalp. So now here is me taking my hair. Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that lace. It could have been plucked a little better on the sides. However, it's definitely giving scalp is giving. This is grown from my natural head, and it's cute, it's kinky, it's curly, it's that, it's what the girls want. And it's definitely is, ooh, that brush is funky. But it's definitely giving. It's definitely giving like this is really like from the roots. Like what you, yeah, get into it. Okay, y'all, so I have put like the um edge wax stick and some mousse, and then I just went in to use that with my flat iron. I mean, not my flat iron, my hot comb, and I was just going in and flattening my hair out. Okay, y'all, so this is me trying to attempt to do my edges, which I'm not the girly to look at when you're trying to do your edges on a wig, because I barely could get that top swoop that y'all see right there. Um, as like I said, we're trying to get somewhere, but it don't look too bad. But the best method I got for y'all is to just pick out how you want your edges. I curl mine upwards with a small flat iron, and then I go in with some ebony um gel edge control, and I use that. Or other people use mousse. So if you want to try that method works as well. Oh, okay, y'all. So I also forgot that I forgot to end this vlog. One, I did not show y'all my hair, and two, I didn't close it out. So first things first is that it went really well. Here's a picture of the finished product. Basically, I just did my edges and then I was done. To be honest, I can't do edges on lace fronts, so no, not too much on me for that. However, it was a really great install, and it's going into my second week of having it. So period to that. Is the glue I used, I show everything in the video. The glue is really great. That was my first time, because I used to use this one where it had a double tube and it was blue, and I think it was Kiss, but I switched over to the Epping glue. The Epping glue, ew, my lace has not lifted at all, and once it does start lifting, then I'm gonna probably just, like I'm doing now, for it happen. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, pretties.